it also gives him that indicator.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. All my levels over on your side. Am I okay? Am I good?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I get you pretty good. Everything you're not too loud coming through OBS. Everything looks good there. That's all.
God, this pig just picks up every fucking pin drop.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat right now. Let's see. I'll take properties, turn that into that instead.
Look what I have.
Oh shit, Dapple Dogs.
Fudge dipped. This motherfucker has been dipped in fudge. Big chocolate cream filled devil dog dick.
There you go.
They're delicious.
I'm sure.
They are. They really are. It's so tough to not eat like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, everything looks good there. How's Restream?
All set up, ready to go. I'm in 3 of the chats, I'm hoping. It's telling me that YouTube's initialized Mixer. I'm not sure how. And Twitch, I'm not sure how.
Did you not initialize those today?
I don't even know if I'm fucking getting to Twitch. Or Mixer. Mixer I know I can't get into. And it's not in my keychain.
His either?
It's Ren. He don't fucking do anything I ask. Periscope says it stopped. You have to start streaming to connect to your chat. So I'm pretty sure. And then I'll get the whole issue there. Which I wonder if I can fix right now.
No drop frames, fully live here.
Yeah. See if I can fix this. Log in. Existing Twitter.
It said I sent to YouTube, no Periscope, Mixer, and Twitch.
No Periscope. What do you mean? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Said, hey.
The chat. Settings. No issue there. That's weird.
Oh, I got that software too. I haven't installed it yet. I've just got it sitting there waiting until after the show for me to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a waveform bundle.
Okay, see us live over here. Okay. There isn't much I can do about this whole chat. The more options. Nope. Well, we'll just see what happens. That's all. I don't know why it's.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be dealing with like all the other stuff I'm dealing with.
Like, yeah, true that.
Not knowing how this fucking board's gonna work. What is it? 7:59.
No, yeah, I just want to close my chat and reinitialize it. It's on the restream. Random NOPQR. Darsh blows. Please remember my logins. Thank you. Why am I uninitialized on everything?
That's weird. Because it says everything's good over here. Go ahead.
Yeah. Give me a second. No.
That radio button is probably a little bit more important.
It's going to require me to do this whole 8-bit bros thing too.
I got you. Tell me when.
I'm ready to do this.
All right. It's 8 o'clock. You know what that means.
Connecting. We're not even on yet. Oh, we are jumping in and out. Interesting.
What, like I was doing? It's 8:01. You know what that means. We are live to Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Y'all
Facebook,
people
Mixer,
been seeing us
Periscope,
for a
YouTube,
minute
Twitch,
anywhere.
wherever the fuck it is.
You've seen us everywhere so far.
Yeah, I cannot connect. Oh, it's 8 o'clock, and you know what that means. We're on.
Webboy is on the internet.
Yeah, no Wren. No Wren, no problem, no trouble.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep. All right, so I guess we should do the put your kids in the closet, not a kid-friendly show, no mayo chop, and away we go.
Nobody's hearing that.
Why? All right, let's kill that shit. I don't know why that's not coming through, but I'll figure it out at some point. We had it working before, so, you know.
Did you push the button
Pro
again?
Tuesday. No, it's Thursday. No, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Cool beans. Center box is empty. What is in center box? Oh, big X.
Yep.
Or a line. No smoking, please.
I am not here today, Wren, is what's there.
Right? See, and I have been. Did that go to everywhere? Did you get that message?
I got it in Twitch and Mixer,
Okay.
according to this.
Twitch, Mixer, no Periscope, YouTube. Gotcha. All right, man. So it's just you and me
there
for
it went
now.
to YouTube.
Unless Wrecked Wren shows up.
It is so slow. So, how is he doing? I mean, to my understanding, he had a pretty rough weekend. And then that rolls over
well, we
into...
learned that Sunday, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, I was kind of expecting to do that Sunday and never got anything out of him. I think he might have still been like half dead.
Yeah, I mean, I was privy to a lot of the conversations that were going around.
Yep, I mean, look, it was a fun holiday party. It was the Wren's 5th annual or 4th annual ugly sweater party.
Uh-huh.
And I went over there early, help him out.
Right.
Set stuff up, vacuum, whatever needs to be, helped with.
Yeah, do all the stuffs.
And then
I helped with all that last year.
Yeah. Hit the beer store. Jay's, Jay's.
Yep, sounds about right.
Yeah. Grabbed, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 different holiday festive beers.
This was the first time of him drinking since the quit, or he's already come back to drinking?
No, everybody knows Wren's watching what he's drinking now.
Well, he took a hiatus from drinking completely for a while.
Yeah, well, beer puts on calories, and he wanted to lose some weight for the wedding, and blah, 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 and he stopped drinking and lost 20 pounds in 40 days. He did a 40-day, 40-night no drink.
Yeah.
He started it 40 days before a friend's wedding so that he'd be all detoxed, look good in his... He was part of the, the brigade of
So he lost
wedding
a half pound every day.
Yeah. So he wanted to look good for that and shit, and it worked for him because he dropped a hell of a lot of weight, 20-something pounds. But so when did he drink? He drank that day.
At the wedding.
At the wedding.
That's right. I remember that now.
Occasionally a beer here or there. Next heavy drinking was his company Christmas party.
There was the surprise company Christmas party.
Yeah. Well, no, not surprised. It was his company Christmas party, and
well, I thought that one just kind of got sprung up. I thought this one was supposed to be the company Christmas party.
This is the second company that he's working with. He's got 2 jobs.
Okay.
So this is the second company. The first one, well, he showed up here at 12:30 at night, hammered out of his face, looking for his house keys. Because he was so drunk, he left the car in the city.
I remember the tale of that one, yes.
Yeah. And that's where that went. Why is it Jingle Bell? Should have been. I see why.
Well, so last Saturday, then, his party must have went really well.
Yeah. He got pretty loaded then too. So that's why there was no DFS Sunday.
Yeah, I was sitting here all ready to go. All of a sudden, I get TC Casey hitting me up, talking about, yo, you got a show today?
He must have slept in real late. I mean, he can answer for himself, but
yeah,
as far as I'm concerned, it's minus
points.
We'll
get a little bit more of that on. If he comes in today, I'm sure we're not going to get those answers.
No.
But if he comes in when he comes in on Thursday, I'm sure we'll be able to get kind of a clearer understanding of how all that went down. But
yeah, I don't have my buzzer here to give him minus points on the situation.
Oh,
so
yeah, it's definitely a minus points kind of situation, though. I definitely got to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, let's see if this works. Think that went out everywhere? I think it did.
I haven't seen it pop up yet.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on my chat to catch up then.
Gotcha. I'm not in these chats. It's not working on my side, so I got to get back over into Facebook, it seems like.
TC Casey, speaking of over there. Oh, hey. Thanks for the win this week, my friend. I am going to two fantasy championship games this week. In the Listeners League versus the one and only Wren. And in the Homer League, the wet T-shirts, going there against my buddy, Southern Yankee.
I was going to, yeah, well, since you brought it, we can bring it. We have a fantasy home league. Everybody knows this by now. And a lot of friends are in it, a lot of old-time friends from Xbox and other places. And Thump had a good run all year long, period. Put up
11-2 regular season.
Yep, put up decent numbers all year long, consistent. You know, you get the award and points for that right there, because that's not easy to do. You know? But
hey man, I'm taking a key out of your book. Drag them.
Yeah. Try at least, right? Try. So yeah, look, this week wrapped up the what the hell was it?
Semi-final round.
Championship round, and everybody goes to the Super Bowl now. So yes, Thump, who put up a whopping beating on Show Me Your Touchdowns. You beat him by 20, 30 points.
Yeah, but we both put up a pathetic showing this week.
Well, you could say that. I mean, you caught back up with the 195, and Southern Yankee, Crazy Yankee, with a 6-7 season, pulled out a win over the second place seed, who was only 7-6, by the way.
Right.
Shows you how much Thump did some domination this year in this division or in this league. So anyway, he faces his, good friend, without a doubt.
Oh yeah,
Conan,
we go to 2 races a year with each other.
Yep.
You know, he's coming over Sunday. We're going to actually sit here and jaw each other while the games are all going on Sunday. So,
of course, that's why I wanted to play Wren, and then he wouldn't come out and play with me, and I beat his ass. Told him I would beat him. I screwed up by throwing a game in the wrong spot, 2 actually.
Hey, not for anything, TC. Nobody there was a lot of trash talked in our listener league, and you kept saying you'd see him in the playoffs, and sure enough, you ended up in one of those top 4 spots. 5th place game was played this past week, and that was between who? The guys who shared number 1 and number 2 all season long.
Yep.
Ended up finishing 5th.
Yep. Yep.
So, not for anything. Yeah, I'd be happy with that season too. I was just gonna be happy to see the playoffs, and things just went a little bit better for me than expected. You, on the other hand, like I was worried about that Patriot lineup. When I saw it, I was like, man, I was like, those are all golden picks. Like individually, you would love to have them, but you look at anybody who played DFS this week, you look at anybody who was playing in their other leagues. Like if you had superstar lineups, even my lineup playing against you, what was it like 90 points and
88 to 83.
yeah, I mean it, and
He
that's
was
that's with
projected
two
to beat
good
you by
lineups.
about 15 originally
Oh yeah,
at 141 to 128. But you know what? Look at it. You're right. The New England lineup. I mean, look
I
at
mean
that
he
game.
had all the golden child. He had
Right.
Tom Brady, he had Edelman, he had Gronk.
Yep. Thielen.
Like if you look at his lineup, he's dimed up in that lineup. I was like, man, I guess this is the end of my run. I was like,
Yeah.
because if this pans out, if that New England panned out, like that was Smash City.
Yeah, well, it was a low-scoring game, 10-point game for New England. Brady puts up 279 with a touchdown and a pick. You know, Josh Gordon, non-existent.
Yeah,
Non-existent. One reception for 19 yards. One. Gronk, non-existent. 2 for 21. Edelman, short of his projections. You know, same thing with Brady, short of the projections. So, yeah, I mean, and then, you know, his defense didn't help with 4 points when it was looking at Arizona should be putting up a clinic. But no defense in that game. You know, where they get 2 sacks, okay, 31 yards of return. Joy. That's 4 points. Yay. You know, defenses right now, you got to pick strong. Your defenses now can get you 20, 25, 30 points a week.
Houston, I have to say, all season has really been there. If I'm not mistaken, I drafted them, and
I believe you did.
I only opted out defense for my bye week. That was it. That was the only time, and then I went right back to them. I think I played them all season, and I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of fantasy teams out there that can actually say that. The team that I drafted is the one I stuck with the whole season.
Drafted in the 12th round, 3rd pick, 135th pick overall.
Yep.
It's so true. What did I do? I think
But I did that across the board this season though. Like I drafted teams, and I was like, you know what? I started seeing those trade offers come in, and I'm like, nope. If people are wanting my players, I'm gonna hold on to them. I treated every trade like it was going to be the worst thing for my lineup.
I did the same thing as you. If I'm not mistaken, I might have been one of the first to pick a defense.
Really? Where were you, around 2?
Or second, something like that? No. 9th round, 11th pick, 107th overall. What was yours? Oh, no, you were 105, right?
I thought it was 135.
135? Okay, 107 for me. I took the Chargers, and I ran them all year long so far. Well, I ran them all year long. And the only week that didn't pan out was the very first week. Well, maybe last week, too, with 5 points. But same thing. You know, good run, good defenses. Get them points, man. I mean, in the other league, shit, we're carrying double defenses, right?
Yeah, and I've been bouncing back and forth with
defenses, right?
Even Buffalo. Buffalo had such a good defense there for a while that you couldn't not have them on your squad. They ended up kind of replacing Kansas City for a while for me.
Yep. So basically what it comes down to here is Wren's Wrinkle Cream versus 8-Bit South, a.k.a. Thumpin' Loud. So congratulations to everyone else that played along. I mean, I know we still got a second. Who's the third place game? Consolation round. No, it's the loser of those two is from last week, right?
Yeah, that should be what, Goalie and Ginger, right?
Right. And I believe it's Gully comes in third and Ginger and Jameson comes in fourth, if I'm not mistaken. I'm playing for the 9th place position game after losing to Last Manning Standing. No limit soldiers. Sorry. Could have been worse. Could have worse. Lost to the last place team. Oh wait, that might have been the last place team. No. Well, yeah, 11th. Fantastic for me. Horrible season in this league for me.
Yeah.
Horrible. How'd
you wait?
Injuries? It's injuries, bro.
Oh man, they've gotten everybody. I mean, not for anything. I can attest to it wholeheartedly. I mean, my Redskins are like, if you had a Redskins player this year, it was highly likely at some point you lost him for at least a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The craziest thing is guess who didn't go on that list for a couple of weeks?
Who?
Adrian Peterson.
Oh yeah. It took him late into the season to hit that IR or an injury.
No, he's been on and off the list, but he's played every week.
Oh yeah, on and off the list, play every week. Yeah.
And so that's weird. Like, we watched the game in New Orleans Monday night in the Superdome where we thought the knee. We were like, well, there goes that one.
Sorry, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were sitting there. We were like, all right, well, that's the end of that shit.
Yeah.
But he came right back out the next week and actually had a stellar week the next week.
True. Very true.
So to watch his up and downs and how he went throughout the seasons, it was kind of funny to watch as many players go down on our team. And the guy I thought was going to be down the longest and the hardest was always there every week.
No doubt. It's too bad Ren's not here to talk about his showing this week.
Yeah.
I mean, we were jarring at each other as we were together Saturday. And I told him I was going to beat him. And watching it the whole time, it was close at some points. It was real close. He was supposed to beat me by 30 in that league. But like I said, congratulations to everybody who played. We thank you for playing along in the 8-Bit Pro Listener League. I mean, I know there's still a game to go. But I just wanted to say thank you. It was fun. The jawing, everything, reading the comments, watching my phone blow up for an hour.
Oh, yeah. I had to mute y'all a couple times because it was just too much. But it was
mute
hilarious.
Channel.
Yeah, mute for 1 hour.
Yep. Yep, that is the truth. But I guess we'll see what this week brings out here. It comes down to you guys. Right now it's a 2-point differential. I don't know if you guys got final rosters in. I mean, I know I wouldn't be putting a final in.
Oh, no.
I would put everybody on the bench.
Yeah. Final rosters
on that shit. I would have done that Sunday while I was watching the games. I would have went ahead to Monday and put the whole team on the bench. This way, after the Monday games are over, I have that. You can't see my bench. That's it. You can see my players. No lineup. I'll set it. Maybe I'll put the guys in that oh, wait, there's no Thursday game, so I ain't got to worry about that. Maybe I'll put my Saturday guys in.
Yeah, we had our last Thursday game last week and our first Saturday games this week, and my Redskins got a Saturday game this week.
Oh, do they? I didn't even look at the schedules for that yet
Titans.
at all. I haven't even looked to see what's going on. I'm still trying to digest last week.
Yeah, he was, man. It was.
Well, I mean, look, Kansas City losing to the Chargers. I mean, what did I say to you pre-show? What did I say to you earlier?
Oh, yeah.
I really think now, as much as I would, I picked, the bet I picked was Saints-Patriots. A couple weeks ago, I said I would really, if I could change my picks, I would go Saints-Kansas City. My two favorite teams, but I'd like to see Breeze and Mahomes in the same game in a Super Bowl and see what these two can do, what they're capable of.
Oh, yeah.
But these Chargers are for real, man. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. I follow along the game scripts that they have from DFS and the fact that I'm running their defense and should I run them this week or not? I mean, there were weeks I didn't. I don't think I ran them 1 week and then the bye week. And the 1 week I didn't run them panned out because they put up like 4. But they've been for real. And when Bosa came back, I mean,
that was the match on defense that they needed to kind of spark them up a little bit more. I mean, yeah, definitely potential for a big playoff run here coming out of them.
Yeah. And I watched the Jet game.
Kansas City losing the running back was a somewhat big thing for them. I mean, Hunt was top chart. I had him in one league.
Yeah.
You know, that was a rough drop to have to go through.
Right.
To lose. Well, at the time he went out, he was what?
Putting up points.
Top 3? Top 3 running back?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that easily.
I mean, I'd say he had to have been at least somewhere in the top. Yeah, at least the top 3. I mean, who's our leading running back for the season?
Ezekiel Elliott.
As of right now, it's Ezekiel Elliott, fantasy-wise.
Yeah. Kareem Hunt had stupid numbers for fantasy, and I believe this is a standard scoring league. Week 1, 5 points. I'm going to round up or round down. 5 points. Week 2, 15. 3, 16 and a half. 4, 28 and a half. 16 and a half. 31 and a half. 37, 20, 33, 12, 20, bye week, thrown out of football.
Yeah. So that was, what week was their bye week?
12.
Week 12. Oh, shit. He got a lot of a season, and he's probably still up there pretty high in the list then.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I'll pull that. I can look it up. Kareem Hunt ranked 42 overall in Yahoo Standard, in Yahoo Fantasy. 181 rushing attempts for 824 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Man almost had a 1,000-yard season at week 12.
Could have had a 12 touchdown or more season.
Yeah.
Would have put him up there with the big boys.
I mean, was definitely deserving of a shot to be up there with the big boys. We'll see how everything pans out for him.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can grab these stats right now.
Everybody seems to think that we may see him at least in 2020, possibly.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility from what all the chatter. I mean, you don't know what to believe. It's early. The NFL has to put him back on the list, so. You know, that's the big thing. Rushing yards, rushing attempts, rushing yardage.
I hate to be the one to do this, but I told you he would fade out. And I told you he wouldn't be relevant until possibly next season.
Well, yeah.
And it seems to be the case. There was a lot of shit that took place in order to help erase him, and even his attempts to try and maintain relevancy.
He's 15th on the list.
Yeah, see?
15th. He's down there with some of the backups now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hardcore. I mean,
yeah,
that was a tough loss.
Yeah. Ezekiel Elliott, number 1, 286, 1,349 yards. I don't want to say 35 or 55. 50, whatever. 6 touchdowns. Big fucking deal.
Oh, man. If Hunt could have kept pace where he was, Zeke wouldn't have that spot.
6 touchdowns on 5 fumbles. Second in the league, Todd Gurley. 256 attempts.
Who went out of the game for a brief moment.
A lot less. That's 30 attempts less than Ezekiel Elliott.
Rams have bolstered their roster with C.J. Anderson today.
Yes. Todd Gurley, 1,251 yards and a mere 17 touchdowns.
Holy shit.
Yeah, with 1 fumble.
That's a beast, man.
David Johnson, 3 spot, 231. And here's the differential in running backs, okay? 231 attempts, 843 yards. 7 TDs, 3 fumbles.
See, Hunt would have at least, or like I said, top 3 Top 3 running back all day.
Barkley fifth, 1,155 yards on 223 attempts. 9 touchdowns, no fumbles. Peterson, top 5.
Really?
There you go. Yep, Peterson, top 5. Number 5 on the list.
Now, see, I told you he's been running good. It's kind of crazy how he's been there every week.
221 attempts, 923 yards, 9 touchdowns, no fumbles. No, sorry,
you said
3 fumbles.
923?
I'm wrong. 7 touchdowns, 3 fumbles.
Okay, how many yards?
923, and his longest was that 90-yarder.
Sweet. 2 weeks left.
Good.
He could have a 1,000-yard season.
Yep, 2 games to do it.
That's good.
Good birthday.
That's
Running backs with the most touchdowns. Todd Gurley, 1.
I like the fact that there was all the doubt about him this season because he's always played better with that chip of people doubting him. Oh, he'll never come back from the leg injury, and then he fucking just was unreal that year.
Yeah.
You know, and then, he's over the hill. Washington, this is just a Band-Aid that's not going to work, and blah, blah. And then he runs and just runs and runs. So, I mean, it was good to see that kind of shit happen.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. James Conner, 12 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara, 12 touchdowns. Then Derrick Henry, 11 touchdowns. Those are the only 4 running backs, Todd Gurley being number 1, with double-digit touchdowns.
I mean, that's messed up over there with Zeke, only 6.
Uh-huh.
I mean, considering the fact that offense only moves when he moves, how would he be so limited on touchdowns?
Right? Alvin Kamara's 13th on the list. How about that?
I can believe that because it's a dual back system.
Yeah.
And he's not the red zone back.
No.
Plus, aren't most of his touchdowns receiving touchdowns?
That is a good question. I'm only looking at his rushing, 12. I'm only looking at his rushing numbers. I'm not looking at receiving at all.
I'm surprised they're not out there.
I can't. Well, I'm sure they are, just not on this list because it's just
out to the side of that list. You know.
I can't even add it in if I modify.
Oh.
Because it's like I said, I'm locked into the rushing. I'm sure I can. Do they give positions? Yes, they do. Okay, I can get you that. That would be receiving yardage, wouldn't it? Rushing yards per game. That's an interesting stat too. That changes up things quite a bit when you look at the rushing yards per game. Zeke, number 1, 96. Gurley, 89. Joe Mixon, 83. Saquon Barkley, 83. 82.9 and 82.5 for those people following along.
Just in case.
Yeah, I didn't want to be stat corrected on that. Where is this rushing, receiving? Where is fucking receiving? They make it so hard to find this info over here. Who's got the most? Well, we all know. I already said that. Never mind. Longest rush, Derrick Henry. 99 receiving yards. Here we go. All players in this category.
Because even though he actually took possession of that ball behind the line of scrimmage, it only counts from the line of scrimmage.
True.
Because he was 2 yards deep when he got that ball.
Yeah.
So I'd be willing to give him 102.
Find Control F.
But yeah. Who ended up getting Henry during waivers?
I don't remember. I thought
because I know everybody fucking went after him.
Yeah, I think everybody did.
I know I did.
This guy has 4 receiving touchdowns.
I know I went after him and didn't get him.
627 yards. I don't know who, what league. It don't matter what league. Just type his name in. Derrick Henry. 2018 Browns.
Really?
2018 Browns.
Motherfucker.
League availability 0.
I told you.
Crazy Yankee.
Everybody. Crazy
Crazy
Yankee was the
Yankee.
other one that went after him. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Crazy Yankee and 2018 Browns.
All
Those are the
right.
teams in our leagues that we share that Gabe is in.
Uh-huh.
89% owned, which means he's still out there in 11% of Yahoo leagues. 11% of Yahoo leagues.
I need to find one of them leagues. Join in just to take somebody off the championship block. Be like, yo, I'm gonna play
Right? Get in there.
Let's play a heads-up game this week.
Right? Play head-to-head. All right, let's roll a break. Let's take a break.
All right.
Get here. Regroup, rewind, check on these chats. I know Casey was in there talking about don't sleep on them Patriots. They ain't holding back no offense. They didn't have an offense this week. Next week they could put up 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? I don't even know who they're playing. So
you're gonna have to make sure
make sure I figure it all out. I don't even know if it's going to work.
It was working before. It has to work.
You said no one could hear it.
Yeah, we couldn't.
So now I think it's going to work. I don't know. Hey, Pit Bros, Tuesday night. We'll be right back after this.
still got
All right,
commercial
where
going on?
the hell were we? I got you?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure I got you. Yeah,
It still wasn't playing through, but
yeah, well, read the Facebook little messenger chat I sent you. Or better yet, here, look up.
what?
That's probably why.
Why?
Not feeding it back to you.
You weren't either earlier, remember? We pulled everything apart and it was still working. That's why you left it like that.
Yeah. Well, it's not going out to Facebook, Mixer, Twitch.
No,
Periscope.
it's not coming to me. So it's
Right.
not going to any of those.
Right. It's not going to you. Which
Yeah,
means
but
it's
it
not coming
was
back.
earlier. Without that dongle, remember?
It was?
Yeah,
I didn't change anything here.
I know.
I don't know.
It was working.
Okay. We'll have to test that again. I'm not getting any chats back on this side. It really sucks. Well, what do you want? What'd you say? We went from fucking tech wizards to tech idiots? Tech what?
Tech-tards.
Tech-tards. Thank you. That was the word. It's a beautiful word. Tech-tard.
Yes.
I love that. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I wanted to talk about some other games too. I mean, you got DirecTV over there. You're watching all the games.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're not, you at least got Red Zone on somewhere where you're getting highlights.
Oh, no, I'm watching all of them.
Yeah. I watched that Jet Houston game because it was my only fucking choice. I got one game. Thanks very much. They got to stop doing that shit and let CBS, Fox, and anybody else broadcast this shit.
Oh,
Man,
that,
Jets
you know that
threw
never
that
happen.
game away twice, bro. Twice they threw that game away. The second missed field goal, second missed extra point. The second missed extra point. They should have went for 2 to put them back even on the score.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were at 15. It's stupid. Why don't you go for 2? Because if you miss it, it doesn't fucking matter anyway. The point differential in the game was only like 1 or some shit. I mean, it doesn't go for 2. Get yourself back on the even numbers. Football even numbers. 4s, 7s, 3s. No, 4, 7, 1. Those are your football numbers. I mean, it was just stupid. And Houston's one of the worst teams in the league. I said that 2 weeks ago, I think. Maybe last week.
Their defense was at points like lights out in this game, and then they were out of the stadium for the rest of it.
Houston will be 1 and done if they make the playoffs. 1 and done. They haven't beat anybody with a winning record all fucking season.
Right.
At that present time, because I know everyone's looking back and going, well, Cowboys are fucking... When they played the Cowboys were like 2 and 7. Right. Maybe 3 and 7. You know, that game was horrible. The Cleveland game was a nice little treat, I thought. I mean, they put up a decent game and then go in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
What game went in overtime? That game went in overtime, right?
Yeah, Cleveland's had an odd neck this season for kind of doing that.
Right? I didn't get to see any of the Falcons game except highlights, so I can't even talk about it. I mean, Arizona obviously didn't really do much.
Yeah.
You know, the Baltimore game I saw a bit of and a lot of highlights.
You know, that's the one game we didn't watch. We got it on the ticker across the bottom because there were 8 other games on, and that was the one we were missing.
Yeah, and you got to switch back and forth to that 8-window channel or 6-window, whatever, the back and forth, back and forth.
It's an 8-window channel to a 4-window channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Trust me. I caught a little bit of it. I mean, who's it? Miller? Lamar, is that the quarterback? Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah, the one who is quarterback. He is slowly Dak Prescotting Flacco out of the way.
Flacco's done. Everything I'm hearing in the chatter is they're done.
Well, they're done with Flacco. Flacco's not done though.
No,
they're
go
saying
somewhere.
Flacco's going somewhere.
Yeah, he's being traded. They don't really. I'm not a big fan of Flacco. Never really was. So
Nope, not us in this household either. We've always kind of been a fuck Flacco group.
yeah, I mean, you got your Super Bowl. I don't know how. Still,
It was on the retirement of Ray Lewis.
mm, okay.
I know exactly how he got it. That's how he got
Yeah,
his paycheck too.
yeah. But I don't believe he's a
No, I
elite
never considered him
quarterback.
an elite quarterback ever.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't consider him an elite quarterback at all. But hey, they won the game. They beat Tampa Bay. Joe, it's Tampa Bay. You
Yeah.
beat a 3-9 team or a 4-9 team, whatever the fuck they are. Big deal. Detroit, Buffalo. I mean, really, Detroit? What the hell happened there?
Like I said, Buffalo defense, like this season, they would just out of nowhere, you wouldn't really expect it to be their defense, but that was a solid spot on their season
Yeah,
all season.
plus they were playing at home. And that helps. We all know that. It helps to be at home. A home field crowd, home field advantage. I mean, I laugh at the people who say, "Well, the Saints, you play in a dome. So what? It's home field. You can't beat us at home." No team really wants to lose at home anyway.
Right?
Just on the road where your home fans aren't paying.
I've been there. I've been there on
Yeah.
a record-breaking night, and that home crowd there is hyped this season.
Yeah, okay. Maybe the dome makes it worse because it's all enclosed and encompassed and the noise is louder. Maybe.
No, because
that wasn't the case for Seattle for years.
I was gonna say it didn't compete with Seattle.
Right. So I don't want to hear it. I get it. Dome,
Nobody
weather.
wants to go play there right now, though.
Yeah, no,
everybody's already talking about that already. They're like, with people getting moved around to where they're going to be moved around at. Some people just got a better trip in with the New England loss.
Yeah, that was devastating for New England, and I mean, like 6 different teams benefit from that loss.
And it's weird how across the board, like that New England loss actually benefited some NFC teams.
It's fucked up. Playoff lost there. Chicago, Green Bay. Again, I wish Ren was here. We had a conversation about this, and he asked me a few things, and I said, no. There's no way Green Bay wins this game. It's not happening.
Yo, fucking Jamie, what up, dude?
Really?
That's Rusty Nuts.
Yeah, I know who it is. Yo. What a great guy.
Yeah, no shit. And to come in here on a night where it's the two of us, too. How great is that?
Right? The comment is me now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I screw that shit up all the time.
And, yeah, I mean, Chicago looks tough.
Chicago looks tough, but I don't know. It's going to be one of those. Trubisky's eventually going to kind of plateau this season. I think he's going to hit a light that's going to be a little too bright.
Yeah.
And the defense won't be able to save him because right now that defense, he hasn't had to be good because that defense has been outstanding.
Yeah, they've been playing tremendous, if I'm not mistaken.
But, I mean, when you get one of those once-in-a-generation football players on your squad.
True.
It helps make that a lot easier to do.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago, here we go. I picked up Chicago from Hold My Vic. Yeah, Gully had him and dropped him. Gully drafted Chicago in the 14th round. Gully, the bedroom bully, that is. TC Casey. Drafted him in the 14th round with his 10th pick, 166th overall. That's where they went. Hold My Vic picked him up and then dropped him. And then I picked him up October 24th. So that was right in time for the Jet game. Week 8. Chicago this year as a defense in fantasy leagues, standard scoring fantasy leagues. Or no, maybe this is accelerated.
No, if it's the listener league, it should be standard scoring league.
Is it
Our
scoring?
other one's double with bonuses.
Well, yeah, with bonuses, so it's not standard scoring.
No, our other one is double with bonuses.
I don't know who's. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So here's Chicago's numbers. Week 1, again, round up, round down. 20, 24, 15, 18, bye week. 7. Gave up 31 points that week.
Who was that to?
Miami. They lost that game.
Yeah.
31-28.
Miami showed out. That was the Kenyon Drake big week.
Yes. Yes, it was. 14 against New England. 11, 33, 16, 20, 19, 9 against the Giants. 24 and 20.
That's got to be number 1 defense.
It's big fucking numbers is what it is.
Yeah, that's got to be like number 1 fantasy defense. Those numbers are all crazy stupid.
And I was surprised when this team went down into the waiver wires. Okay, they were ranked 32nd in the league overall.
What do you say, a 7
period.
and a 9? Are there 2 lows?
I don't know.
Yeah. The bye week, they came off the bye week to a 7, and then a couple weeks later to the 9 with the Giants.
Yeah, well, that was a strange game with the Giants.
First game of the season was like 11, right?
First game of the season, 20.
Oh, there was an 11.
Loss. 4 sacks, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown. Ranked 32nd overall in the league. 45 sacks, 26 interceptions, 9 fumble recoveries, and 6 defensive touchdowns. 98% owned.
Yeah. Believable.
Yeah. Playing great defense. I mean, the addition of Mack and all that, sure, that helps. There's no doubt. But I said to Ren, Green Bay wasn't winning that game. There's no way. I don't see it. I don't see it in the cards. I didn't even pick up Devontae Adams on a fucking DK line this week. I mean, and not for anything. He's one of your number 1 receivers.
Mm-hmm.
We had that conversation on our little DFS channel today.
Yeah, I noticed a little bit of that. I was over here wrecking my brain, though, while y'all were having that conversation.
Well, I kind of knew it because I drafted him, and I knew who the top 4 in the league or the top 5 in the league were. So I knew the answer to the question. And the question was who non-quarterback has put up 15 points or more every week in fantasy. Standard scoring leagues, I'm assuming.
Say not this week, huh?
And I didn't take him this week anywhere, and I don't know if I did. I don't know if it hurt. I mean, I didn't win any money this week. This was a bad week.
It was a bad week for everybody. All of the stars underperformed.
Yep. Yes, that is very, very true. I think,
because even if you look at the Atlanta game, look at where those points went.
Yeah. Yep. I stacked the Patriots game.
Probably heavily on the New England side, right?
Yep.
I didn't make you much.
Nope. Tom Brady, Julian Edelman, Josh Gordon. I took those 3. My smart moves were Chris Carson. That's almost 30 points right there. As a running back. And I took
that was
Tariq
kind of a who?
Right, exactly. I mean, he's only owning 12.7%. Drafted 12.7%.
Yeah.
And put up 30. I'll take it all day long. So what did I pay for him? $5,600.
Oh, that's mid-tier guy.
Yep. Mid-tier guy putting up 30 points. I'll take that all day long.
Yeah.
The rest,
yeah.
Tariq Cohen, 15. That wasn't bad. That was a good call. But he was 6,300. So it's 2.5 times. Big deal. And then, Edelman, okay, 16. Not bad. And then the bottom falls out. Josh Gordon, 3. Adam Humphries. He's been hot on everybody's radar all year long. This week he's 4% owned. Puts up 6.5. Jared Cook, non-existent. Calvin Ridley, non-existent. Bears defense, 5 sacks, 1 interception, 14 to 20 points. It's only 8 points in DraftKings.
Yep.
But that's a big number in DraftKings.
Yeah.
Although the week before they put up 20, so. But, you know, hey, strange games. Refs suck.
Oh, that's a main point for the season, and I'm sure we'll probably get back to this again on Thursday when Ren gets in here.
Yeah.
But officiating for the season has been some of the worst.
Yup.
And I'd say it's quite a long time that I've seen officiating that has just been this bad. And the what makes it even worse when you talk about officiating for this season is there have been moments where they pulled together all-star groups of officiating.
Allegedly only once was announced, so who knows how many though, but yeah.
Yeah. And so you've got these all-star officiating teams that have stunk it up even worse, really made it look bad.
Yeah, you saw bad plays on all games that were nationally televised in this area for sure. You know, I mean, it's been bad. It's been really bad.
There's been a couple that the league has turned around and acknowledged that they missed calls or had bad calls that majorly have dictated the ends of football games. And
2 to 3 teams have lost because of the refs. There's no doubt about that. And aside from that, I mean, we saw it this week. I mean, I watched the entire Saints game because I'm a Saints fan. Pass interference inside of 3 yards. Whatever happened to being able to tug and touch and pull and push inside of 5 yards? I mean, Alvin Kamara was 3 yards off the line of scrimmage. They called him for pass interference. Of course, I post that on Facebook, and I get, oh, well, you guys are playing dirty anyway. So that's the excuse for a bad.
I saw that comic.
Yeah, so that's the excuse for a bad call? Or is that just because, you know, the team that you were facing was your rival? And
not for anything. There were a couple times where we saw non-calls.
Right.
That were so blatant non-calls that the officials would literally, like, within the next 2 to 3 plays after seeing that they fucked up really bad, would turn around and make a dumb call that would level out the yardage a little bit.
Really? Yeah.
We saw that a couple times where it was like, oh, well, that was just to make up for missing the call that you missed earlier. You're giving them one.
Yep. I know. Referee's been horrible. We've been talking about it for weeks. The whole world knows it.
It happened in that game.
Yeah. Why are they showing? I mean, I don't want to see highlights and shit here on this page. Thanks very much. You had a couple other games. Cincy blowing out Oakland. No big surprise. 30-16.
I wanted to see a harder one than that, but at the same time, I feel bad for the Raiders because I can't even call them Oakland anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the city of Oakland sued them.
That ain't gonna work.
Well, Oakland said they don't want to pay the rent next season.
Yeah.
Like, the Raiders were like, we just don't want to pay the rent next season, and the city was like, fuck you, you're paying the rent. And so they're like, fuck you, we'll go to San Diego.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how angry the Chargers fans in San Diego are going to be when the Raiders are home teaming their stadium?
Right.
Like, where's Booga when you need him right now? Tell me, how do you feel about the San Diego Raiders next season?
Right. Hey, well, stadium's there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Might as well jump. Fuck it.
I'm saying, how the fuck you go be the San Diego Raiders, man?
Yeah, it makes no sense. Cowboys-Colts game. I'm glad the Cowboys shit the bed on that one. I'm so glad.
It wasn't the Cowboys shit to bet on that one. It was, what were you going to do to stop Andrew Luck?
He didn't have a great passing day. Andrew Luck was 16 for 27 with 192 yards. No touchdowns.
Oh, I really thought he had more than that. I thought
No
he had more yards than that.
interceptions. Dak Prescott, 24 for 39, 206 yards.
Yeah, he had a...
No touchdowns, one interception. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott, 87 yards. Couldn't run.
So,
Cool.
that's what... Before the game, I heard somebody say the very underrated Indy defense.
Okay. I mean, Colts are 7-1 in their last 8 games. Nobody even realizes that. Nobody even realizes
no, I've been
it.
paying attention. They snuck their way back up in here to the top of the charts.
7-1 in 8 games. That's a good turnaround, without a doubt. I mean, Mari Cooper, absent. 7 targets, 4 catches for 32 yards.
They bragged about him before the game, about how much of a difference he's made to the Cowboys since he's been there.
Yep, that is true.
Bagel.
Yep, big bagel. And it makes me happy because, you put up this excellent defense against the Saints that nobody expected, including the entire fucking Saints.
Yeah.
You beat the team. You beat them. Yeah, there were bad calls. I bitched about it. But when you look at the win-loss column, you beat them. No one's ever going to remember, oh, yeah, there were 11 bad calls in that game and, 3 missed calls. No one's going to remember that. You're going to look at the standings
Except
and go,
for those
yeah, they beat them.
The diehards.
Yeah.
The guy that you run into in a couple years at AT&T Stadium when we go down, like to go see a fucking Saints play in Dallas for some stupid fucking reason.
That's a big rivalry, believe it or not.
I know.
Yeah, between the Saints and the Cowboys.
Go down there to see that fucking game, and then some jackass goes, "That's all right, we whooped y'all's ass." Yeah, there are 11. And then it's you retaliating with the, there are 11 fucking shitty calls in that game. That'll be you. You're the guy who will remember that. Like, the guy that jumps into the argument with you is not going to know that you're going to pull the bullshit calls out of the fucking basement on that one.
True that shit, right? But again, it's a strange game. I mean, block field goal, fumble for Dallas, got a punt, turn it over on downs, turn it over on downs again. Intercept the ball at the end of the game, still can't score. I'm whatever. I still say Dallas sucks and they'd be one and done in the playoffs too. But what do I know? What do I know? Take a break, come back, talk Washington, talk some other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to press a button. I change something. It might work.
All right.
I don't know.
All right, folks.
If not, I'm just bio breaking and coming back.
We'll see y'all in a minute.
Oh, no, I got nothing.
Same here.
That's quite interesting. Let's try that. I hear it. Make up your mind. Decide to walk with me around the lake tonight. Around the lake. Yeah. Paper Bros. And Space.
All it can do is interrupt the mic. I can't hear shit.
Almighty. I don't know.
Hey,
What-
Bib
I don't
Rose.
know. What's that? You muted over there?
No,
No. Okay. Liar.
no, it wasn't.
I don't know what that was. You were talking, but there was nothing there. And
Well, I know. Anytime you still had audio still running, it was
yeah.
sucking that microphone out of the way.
No, it shouldn't have been. I muted that.
No, it does that. It is
Oh.
the audio from your side, so it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have to fail.
it's
Okay.
just
Gotcha.
open.
Gotcha. You watched the Washington game, obviously.
Yeah, it was ugly, bro. I mean, yeah, big congratulations for our new streetwalker.
Not a streetwalker. He was drafted by the AAF.
He's a streetwalker.
He's drafted by the AAF. 16 for 25, 151 yards passing, 1 touchdown.
Yep.
Wasn't bad. I mean,
No, not for your first game in the NFL.
no, yeah. And, got the ball to Crowder. Crowder
Yeah.
caught the ball. There's only 4 touches for 46 yards, but he touched the ball 4 times. 4 targets, 4 times.
Yep.
It's not bad.
Well, considering the fact that like Sanchez the week before couldn't rally the team around it, and this guy comes in out of nowhere. They're like, we're going to give him the start next week. Screw butt fumble, and let's go forward.
Well, I mean, you're right. It might have been an ugly game, but it was a huge game for you.
Oh yeah, kept me in the hunt, man.
Patrick Mahomes, one of the named starters for the Pro Bowl. Rosters were put out today.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
you're in the
just saw
hunt. 7.
Are you just seeing that?
Yeah, it just popped up. You're in the hunt. You and the Eagles both 7-7. Eagles got the seat ahead of you so far.
Yeah, I got really intoxicated during that game and was so hoping that was going to be a loss, but
Yeah, that would have helped. It definitely would have helped.
because I was
But
there
you-
for the end of that game, but I don't rightfully remember much of it.
Yeah, somehow, some way, the Eagles beat the Rams.
Yeah,
So that was implications for you in Washington. Without a doubt. Minnesota kicks the shit out of Miami, 41-17. All of a sudden, Minnesota looks good. But they're not. So why even bother talk about it? Both teams suck. They're both out of the playoffs. Although,
there are scenarios.
Dolphins still have a shot. They're not mathematically out yet, but at a 9 seed, you got no shot.
Yeah.
You need a lot of shit to happen. The Steelers fuck it all up with the tie. Giant game was a blowout. I mean, small blowout. 17-0, I guess, isn't a blowout, but Giants suck. I'm saying it all year long. Eli Manning, 21 for 44. 229 yards. No touchdowns. 1 interception.
Killing it.
That's great passer rating right there. It's a great passer rating. I don't know. Sterling Shepard. 2 for 37. Targeted 9 times in that game. Saquon Barkley, 4 for 25, targeted 10 times. Sounds to me like you got a problem right there.
Yeah.
You know, Barkley, you couldn't run the ball. They didn't rush very much. 14 carries, 31 yards. None of that seems to help that team. And it only cements more of the Eli Manning looking worse and worse. And then all of a sudden putting up a game where he looks like a superstar. And then the next week it's deer in the headlights.
Yep, back to worse and worse. That old Eli in the headlights look.
Yup. Big time. Big time. I don't know. San Francisco beating Seattle.
Yep.
Overtime. Huge playoff implications. That was definitely big. Brings Seattle back down a little bit of reality.
A
touch? I mean, they're still seeded, correct?
Yes.
Where are they seeded? 5th seed. Which means the Cowboys win, Seahawks lose again. They could flip-flop that. And then if they lose and the Eagles or the Redskins win, oh boy, oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Nom, 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 nom.
You know, I mean, the two teams in there, 8-7, and 8-6. Any one of those losses and a win for the Redskins or the Eagles. I mean, hello.
Yep.
You know, it's going to come down to the last game of the season for those teams. Period.
Oddly enough, somehow, some way, it usually does.
And win out.
And a lot of the time, it's one of us is playing another one of us.
Yep. Got to win out. Pittsburgh beats New England. Well, we talked about that from the lack of production in fantasy teams.
It was sad.
Well, Big Ben looks good now, don't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. 22 for 34, 235, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. 2 picks.
Yeah. One was somewhat excusable. The other one, though, just what the hell?
Yeah. Everybody worried. I said it. Wow. Don't the Steelers wish they had Le'Veon Bell now after Connor goes down? And then you get some guy called Jalen Samuels who carries 19 times for 142 yards.
Yeah, man.
7.5 average.
Yeah, you're not worried about.
Let that sink in, people. 7.5 running back.
Ain't no bells ringing for you to come home.
Right? Right? I mean, Roethlisberger threw the ball all over the field. Everybody. He could throw the ball, too. In his 22 catches. I mean, everybody. Brown, non-existent. 4 for 49. 1 touchdown, though. And then you had a guy like Vance McDonald. He was all over the place. You know, Juju, not a good game for Juju Smith.
Nah.
10 targets, 4 catches, 40 yards. Not good.
Yeah, I felt that. That one hurt.
Yeah, it was a whole 8 points for you?
Yeah.
Something like that. You know, and then the other game, I mean, well, it's LA versus Pittsburgh. Philly. And Dirty Birds pulled it out.
Yeah.
With their backup quarterback.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, I have Nick Foles. I went and picked him up immediately as soon as Wentz went down. Had no choice. The only thing left on the waivers.
Well, considering you had Wentz, you needed to.
Yeah, 24 for 31, 271, interception, no touchdowns. All touchdowns were rushing in that game.
Yep.
Yeah, Smallwood. 10 carries, 48 yards. 2 touchdowns. Bet you nobody had him on a fantasy lineup.
Oh, you know they didn't.
You know?
Everybody's like, Smallwood's going to be the man this week.
That, right? Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to run that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, good for the Birds, though. I mean, they needed the win, too. Loss would have been better.
I mean, in my scenario, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, it keeps that playoff hopes alive.
We'll take it.
You know, I mean, do you want to see this Eagles team in the playoffs, though? I don't.
I honestly don't think it'll affect one way or the other.
They could play Cinderella and beat somebody
They would have to.
in the wild card round. And who are we talking about? Beating the Vikings? Is that who they would play? The Cowboys came out and the Eagles went in. I believe they would play the Vikings. So there you go. 2 teams that should be one and done. Someone's going to advance.
What about the scenario where 7 and 8 go to Philly, Washington?
Oh, I don't even know how to put that in there. Oh God. You got to be what? You got to be 6 seed. It means you got to take the Vikings out. The Vikings have to lose, and the Eagles and the Redskins have to win. And that would put one team in at the 6th seed. The Cowboys lose, they're 8 and 7. Then it comes down to tiebreakers between the Eagles and the Redskins. No, between the Redskins, rather. Cowboys, Redskins, because the Eagles would go in if the Vikings lose. If the Cowboys or the Seahawks lose, then, and you win, you have everybody's 8 and 7. So it comes down to, I'm thinking, did you beat the Cowboys?
I think we did the first game.
You split? I don't even know.
I think we did.
I don't know. It really comes down to what your records are, and then division and all that, and then conference, division, conference, all that shit. So I don't know. I mean, I know that if the Vikings lose, the Eagles go in. If the Eagles win, they'd be 8 and 7. The Vikings would be 7 and 1. So I'm pretty sure they go in. I don't know how the rest of that works out.
I am 2 and 3 in division, 6 and 5 in conference.
Oh, okay. I don't know what Dallas is. I know they have to play the Buccaneers and the Giants.
Dallas is 4 and 1 in division, 7 and 3 in conference.
Okay, so Dallas goes in at the 4 and 1. You need them to lose out.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. They got to play the Buccaneers and the Giants, 2 5 and 9 teams.
Yeah, I got Tennessee next week.
Yeah, and then the Eagles.
Yep.
Yeah, so it comes down with division week. It comes down to your last week anyway.
Usually does, like I said.
Yep.
Seems to always be the case when it comes down to NFC East. If we're all fighting for it, we're all going to be fighting for it till week 16.
True that. But I don't know. I guess that's where it goes. Ain't much more can say about it until Saturday.
Yeah, till it all starts again.
Mm-hmm. Some good games slated. Some shitty games slated. Yeah, we had 2 deaths this week so far.
Oh, yeah? Wait, celebrity pool?
No, one definitely not. The other one I would have never thought of. Today was Penny Marshall. I Love Lucy.
She played.
I Love Lucy. Is that what I said? No, Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley. Yeah. What was that baseball movie with Tom Hanks? The chick one.
All I can think about is you don't cry in baseball. Crying in baseball? That's all I can think about.
League of Their Own.
Yeah, League of Their Own.
And what? She directed the movie Big. I'm sure there's more that I'm missing, but yeah, man, I thought that was a bit of a shocker. I did my whole, she follows a Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated.
Oh.
Did little dance around the house today. I'm sure waiting for Henry Winkler to say words.
Yeah, the hopscotch thing.
Yep, exactly. And Monday, fucking the dude from HQ. Co-founder.
Really?
Of HQ, yeah. He's also the guy who created the app Vine. Former Google tech guy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
35 years old. Found him in his house, hotel, whatever, dead with, drug paraphernalia around.
Oh, poor guy.
Sounds like a case of overdose. Don't know. Sure, we'll all find that out once the coroner's report comes out, but all indications lead that way. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah, so Monday night they didn't do a HQ game. The announcer dude just came out, said some stuff, and showed a video, and that was the end of that.
Wow.
But yeah, I thought that was a bit fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Especially Penny Marshall, too. I was like, wow, what?
How old?
75. 75. Who the fuck is this coming through my news line dying?
Hey.
Anka Pop? Who the hell is that?
Huh?
Singer-songwriter Anka, A-N-C-A Pop. Romanian police say Thursday the singer-songwriter died after her car plunged into the river Naubi.
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not one of the smoothest ways to go, I'm sure.
Nope, not at all. Yeah, Penny Marshall, Laverne and Shirley. What did she die of? She was 75 years old. She was Laverne DeFazio.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember who she
the
was.
Milwaukee brewery worker.
That's right.
Along with Cindy Williams, who played Shirley. I mean, shit, that was a crossover to Happy Days, too.
Watch, what is it, the 70s on Netflix?
Yes.
And they go through a part where they talk about, like, the influence of, like, Happy Days and what sprung out of that and how that affected, like, how that genuinely affected TV.
Yeah, I watch a lot of that shit.
Happy Days to Laverne and Shirley and, like, what transpired during that time period of, like, women's role on television, how it changed.
Yeah. It's in my queue. I know that. CNN runs a series, too. Like, they'll do the history of comedy or the 70s, the 80s, politics, shit like that. All them shows are dynamite. Hands down dynamite.
Yeah, I think I've watched 60s, 70s, and 80s on Netflix. I don't know if there is a 90s or if I've watched it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that... Oh, I'm popping. Sorry. I'm pretty sure there is. Penny Marshall's film, $100 million. She directed the hit comedy Big, Tom Hanks.
And apparently liked working with him so much she turned around and worked with him again to do...
4 years later, yeah. League of Their Own. Another $100 million movie. I was
going to say, those are two pretty big making movies.
Yeah. Yeah. There's her husband dead. Wasn't she married to Rob Reiner?
Was she? Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
Wasn't she the one
she
that was married to Rob Reiner? I think she... Because I knew one of the two were, but I couldn't remember who it was.
That's all right. He's dead, ain't he? I don't even know. I'm going to assume he is, since it says here Marshall is survived by her older sister, Ronnie, daughter, Tracy Reiner, and grandchildren, Spencer, Bella, and Viva. No mention of Rob Reiner's name, so I don't know. Someone can fact check that. If he's dead or not, but big overweight guy, so who knows? But it's a shame. I liked Penny Marshall's work. She's a good director. Definitely
Rob
good director.
Reiner remembers ex-wife Penny Marshall after her death at 75.
All right. Ex-wife. There you go.
He is 71 years old.
Really?
Yes, he was born March 6, 1947.
Oh shit. Okay. He was as old as my parents. Well, a little older. Not by much.
Yeah, right. Penny
Cool.
Marshall from 71 to 81.
Huh? Okay. 7 to 10 years.
And
Like a
Michelle Singer Reiner.
right.
I don't know if that's 89 till present or if that was just 89. Oh, wow. Did we just
Mm.
get kicked?
Whoa. There's a burp in the system. Big time burp in the system.
Holy shit, it was.
So, yeah, that's burping on you, huh? Oh boy, we totally
Oh, it tanked.
into a black hole.
Yeah.
I still got you, though.
Well, you and I still have each other, but OBS tanked.
There you go.
It's coming back. But
Oh, it's back over here. Yeah, that was, it's somewhat back, but yeah, I'm not looking at those
We went from 0
numbers.
frames drop to 1,092.
Ooh. Nice.
Only 0.7% of our stream, though.
Oh, well, that's not bad. It's not great, but I don't want that.
That's crazy. I don't know what caused that, but that was...
Yeah. Without a doubt. All right, I got some, we'll roll a break here and we'll come back with some interesting news topics.
Oh, yeah.
That I've come across. Maybe you've got some. I got a couple here. Again, it sucks that Ren's not here because one of them I could really rip him apart on. Totally rip him apart on. But yeah, we'll try this again and get dead air. But I need it for the recording, so
Yep.
Yeah, got to do what's got to be done.
Sorry, those of you on Facebook, go do your things and good
Yeah,
talk
just
radio
back in
station.
4 minutes.
Hey, good to see y'all over there.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back after this.
Do you still got something else going on in the background?
Now I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
whatever that was stomping all over the audio.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure why it's not coming across, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Looking at looking at these bit rates coming in and out. Oh boy. Strange across different platforms, that's for sure. Very, very strange. But hey, whatever it is. All right. So, I don't know. We got like a half an hour
Yeah.
to bullshit.
Roughly.
Yeah, give or take. Till my food shows up, which it's not. I'm not getting food.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it seems that, instead of letting somebody know what I want before hours ago, they must be planning on heading back home. And she said, "Oh, let me get some more tacos for Tony, for Webb."
Well, there you go.
Yeah, no more beef tacos.
Oh.
I don't want chicken taco. Chicken don't belong in a taco.
Well.
Not in my opinion. Don't belong in a taco. Taco should be ground beef.
Chicken happens in a taco every now and again.
Not in my belly. It's like fish taco. Don't do that either.
Oh, man. One of the greatest stories ever.
Right.
One of the greatest stories ever goes to fish taco. Because I used to work for this guy, and he only eats 11 foods. I think his menu's grown a little bit since then, but there's literally 11 things on this planet that he will, like, at that point would eat. Okay.
Right.
And they're like chicken tenders, French fries, ketchup is included as part of that.
Condiment. Oh, that's a food, not a condiment?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it legit was one of the 11 food items that he would eat. But
okay.
So it was a very picky menu, and I think it was only a certain hot dog and all this other stuff. But he goes on a trip with somebody else I know. And they stop at one of these truck stops. That are full-fledged restaurant and the whole nine. So he's all set up and ready to go over there. He's doing his thing. He's ordered his oh man, what was it? A grilled cheese and French fries.
Love grilled cheese.
And everywhere you go that you order a grilled cheese and fries, pretty much every truck stop serves a pickle on the plate.
Okay.
So he was like, and no pickle, please.
Okay. It's kind of like the babe getting a Corona NFL.
It gets to the table.
Uh-huh.
And there's grilled cheese and French fries. He's happier than a pig in slop at this point. No pickle on the table. No pickle on the plate. No pickle on a plate next to it. Like it didn't come to the table at all. He was like, hell yeah, this is good shit. Takes the first bite. They have put the pickle on the grilled cheese.
Yeah, I know people who do that. I don't like that either.
Dude, he doesn't even like pickle.
Yeah,
he asked for there not to be
like
a pickle even remotely located near his shit.
Right.
And they were like, all right, if you don't want it near it, we'll put it on it.
Well, we just put it in it. You'll never know. Oh, really?
But meanwhile, going on across the table from him is an epic, I'll prove to you that you can eat something besides that because I'll order something completely retarded just because. Motherfucker, order something that's not normal shit like you normally do. And this challenge is going on across the table where he's like, I'm going to order this shit just to prove to him that it doesn't matter. You can just order you could just order something different and be okay.
Right.
So across the table comes fish tacos.
Mm.
From a person who had never, he didn't take very kindly to fish as a regular thing on most occasions. And he definitely had never done a fish taco before.
Right.
But 3 fish tacos showed up on his plate. He ate all of them. He said they weren't bad. He'd never do it again, but they weren't bad.
Oh, see, I don't do fish taco. I just, not
Have
my
you
thing.
tried them?
Right?
Have you tried them?
No.
Okay, well, you can say, I'm not ever going to do it if you're not ever going to do it, but you can't say you don't do it until you try it.
Well, I'll have to have a bite of somebody's. I'm not going to order like a bunch of them.
Dude, he did it that day just to prove the point. He was like, man, you can order something else. It ain't got to be the same shit all the time. It ain't got to be grilled cheese, chicken tenders, or french fries. It just ain't got to be that all the time. Because that's literally, like, that's what he eats. And it was, he's like, it just ain't got to be that all the time. He's like, look, I'll order fish tacos. And he sure did.
I've never had them, so I never wanted to eat them.
Like he said, not bad, but also something that he's not ever going to do again.
Yeah. Well, speaking of food, since I know I'm not getting what I wanted, and I know you munched down a little bit there, and
a little pizza from one of the local pie shops.
Dude in Florida, down in Joel the Mouth's stomping grounds.
Okay.
Port St. Lucie.
Uh-huh.
Goes to McDonald's, drive-thru, places his order. I'll have a Big Mac, French fries, large Coke. Give me a 10-piece nugget. Whatever. He orders. I don't know, $20 worth of food, whatever. Pulls up to the window, tries to pay for his food with weed. I'll trade you the weed for the food.
I mean, back in the day, like, I know a couple of people that probably would have worked with, but...
Well, needless to say, he was arrested.
Oh. You could have just sent him away.
Well, he left, and then they called it into the police, and the police came and took the report, description, and all that. And because the guy left, couldn't get the food for the weed, so he left.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so a couple hours later, he came back. Don't know if he tried to pay for it with drugs the second time, but that's when they got him.
Man,
I guess they must have called or were still around there or something. Yeah. Unclear whether or not he tried to pay for the second order with weed, but I mean, you're right. There may have been, back in the day, there might have been a few people that actually would have worked.
Well, it would have been worked out before you came to the window anyway. I know how much went out of a restaurant or two I worked in.
Yeah.
Through that drive-through window.
Fucked up. I mean, what a stupid guy. Got yourself arrested. Here's another little one for you. Okay. Dude in Missouri. Him, and his 2 family members, brothers, I guess. Not sure. No, dad and someone else.
Okay.
Arrested for poaching.
Poaching what?
Deer.
Oh, man.
Trophy hunting deer, leaving the carcasses behind as a mere afterthought to rot away. You know, just thrill of the kill type of shit.
Yeah.
Agents in Missouri are calling it one of their largest cases of deer poaching ever. They're also suspected in a string of illegal fishing and game activity. So they arrest the kid, the son, I should say, not the kid, the son, the father, and another family member. And the son, David Barry Jr.,
okay,
is, I only got you coming out of one side for some reason. He's been arrested, sentenced. As part of his sentencing, the time he spends in jail, he has been ordered to repetitively watch the Disney movie Bambi.
What? That's torture.
Judge's orders.
Yeah, but that's torture. You can't.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Like, isn't that against like the Geneva Convention?
Geneva Convention is you have to treat your prisoner of war as if he was one of your own. Jiggle a wire over there somewhere. I only got you coming out of one side. I don't know if it's me or... I don't know. But I guess it could be considered torture. I mean, look at poor Daryl on The Walking Dead.
Having to stay in there and watch it over and over and over again and listen to it over and over and over again. That's torture. And it doesn't matter whether it's a happy movie or a sad movie or it doesn't matter. Just to have to sit there and watch it over and over. That's got to be torture. How did he get away with this?
I don't know. I do not know.
That is insane.
Oh, wait a second. Okay. He'll be required to watch the movie at least once a month.
Okay.
So 12 times because he's in jail for a year. Okay. They made it seem like it was over and over again.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's like, somehow that's got to be against the law.
He's got to watch it 12 times in a year. Once a month.
From South Africa again.
What? Oh, what?
In chat, man.
Oh, I didn't have that open. Oh, Christ, wow. What's going on, South Africa? ASA. But yeah, man, not over and over again, but 12 times a year is still a lot to watch that fucking movie. It's Bambi. And what is it going to do? Is he going to cry each time and not want to kill a deer anymore? No, he wants going to get out of jail and go hunting.
Right. He'll just try and be better at not getting caught.
Well, that would be the key now, wouldn't it?
I mean, I'm not exactly sure how this one came to be for him, but...
Well, like I said, they got eyes on him for other things, too, so...
Well, when you're in poaching, you're probably doing a lot of dirty shit.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about that. So this article that I wanted to bring up, I really wanted Ren around for. I should save it, but fuck him. Lose more points. An Apple engineer and YouTuber had his package stolen off of his porch.
Okay.
Got it all on video. Porch pirate.
Oh, I got a story to follow this one with.
Porch pirate. Okay, maybe it could be the same story. Who knows?
No, mine's me.
Oh, okay. So he fucking has his package stolen. It's got it all on video. Woman, I mean, they must have been doing it. Woman's walking around with backpack worth of shit. Her friend's got a backpack worth of shit on, so they must be going around and robbing fucking packages and shit, right? Okay. So he gets pissed off. Cops say they can't do anything. Sorry, man.
Huh?
Can't do anything. They just can't find them. Can't, it's happening over here. The train system in New York, Staten Island's free.
Right.
For the month of December or some shit. It's free. It's people getting on it from one end, riding down to the rich town, stealing all the packages, jumping back on the train, going home.
Okay.
Hard to find them. So this guy gets pissed off, and Apple engineer. I did say that, right?
Yes.
Okay, Apple engineer. Takes an Apple speaker pod, AirPod, whatever the fuck that speaker is, box, and turns it into a pretty much a bomb. Pretty much a bomb. Not a destructive bomb. It's not going to hurt you, but it's going to blow up. He built a complex glitter bomb.
Oh.
Okay. Funny part again. I mentioned he was an Amazon engineer, right? Apple engineer. Yeah. So he built this, the brains of this trap that he built is a custom printed circuit board with an accelerometer. Accelerometer. Yeah. Accelerometer. Okay. It checks to see if it's left his geo-fenced area.
Right.
Of his house. And when it's been moved. Okay. So he's got the time markers, and now we're geo-tracking it. And we can make it explode however we want. inside of this fucking thing is 4. I mentioned the Apple engineer, right? Good. 4 Android smartphones. 4 Android smartphones wake up and start recording using their wide-angle lenses so he can capture every angle of the theft. The box has 4 small holes on the side of it with the cameras pointing out. Boom, bam, gotcha. Okay, and
they're pixels.
You probably. So what happens then is when it leaves the geo area, it blows up and spews a pound of glitter.
Okay.
So
I like it.
The idea is to get it in the car, so you fuck the guy's whole car up with glitter everywhere. But then to top it off, he also included a mechanism that sprays fart spray.
Oh, yeah.
Into the air 5 times every 30 seconds once the lid on the package has been removed.
Oh, no.
How fucking great is that? How fucking great is this guy?
I'm digging it. So?
Yeah. He even can get the packages back because with what he was doing, he could guarantee if I blow this up in your car, you're going to throw it out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Are you going to leave it in your car with spraying fart spray every fucking 30 seconds? I mean,
No.
You're just throwing it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's able to recover all that shit, get the video footage, and turn it over to the police if he wants.
With fingerprints on it.
Yup.
That's fucking smooth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel where he's got the video up there.
That's definitely for the smart end of using the shipping service.
Right?
I have one that goes the other way.
Okay.
I ordered this new board.
Yeah.
It was going to take until today or tomorrow. Well, tomorrow at the latest to get here. Got an email Sunday saying it would be here Monday. And then I got another email on Monday saying it'll be here on Tuesday.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. I guess I saw it check in, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be good. And it goes down, and there's a out for delivery. I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay.
And then I get an email today saying your package has been delivered. I'm like, all right. And I go out and I look, and there's no package. And I'm like, well, shit. It ain't out on the driveway. It's not here on the porch because I got a screened-in front porch.
Right.
So I'm like, well, shit. Let me go in here and find out what's going on. I'll call UPS. So I call UPS, and I'm looking at the delivery ticket. It says it was signed for by Swagger. S-W-A... Swagler, excuse me. Swagler. And it was delivered in Charlotte.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, that don't help you at all.
I'm like, what the hell's it doing being delivered in Charlotte? I was like, that is completely not where it's supposed to be. So as I'm on the phone with this girl from UPS, I'm like, hey, I've got a delivery notice. One, it's 11 o'clock, and it says it was delivered at 1 p.m. in Charlotte. And so I'm like, okay, I'm very confused now. I was like, what would make it end up in Charlotte in the first place? And she's like, I got everything here. I'm seeing it. Let me get your information, and I'll have somebody call you back within the hour. I'm like, all right. So this is probably like 11:30, maybe a little closer to 12 at this point that I'm on the phone with her after finally getting through all the channels,
Right.
And she's like, I will get back in touch with you. Well, within the hour, UPS guy shows up at the house. And he's got a whole bunch of stuff for Q. And there's a package for me. Well, this is the only package I'm supposed to be getting. And supposedly, according to the delivery notice on my app,
Yeah.
it was in Charlotte.
Nice.
I never got a call back from UPS, but all of a sudden my package showed up. Like within an hour after getting off the phone with her, the package showed up, not a phone call.
Nice.
I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'll take it.
Gotta love shit like that. Totally gotta love shit like that.
It's like, what the hell just happened here?
Yeah, it like freaked me out and make me think my package was stolen.
Yeah. Yeah, that somebody has blatantly like hacked my UPS account and changed the delivery address or something. Like, how did this happen?
Right?
You know, because I'm a UPS Choice member. I like being able to see when that shit goes. I like the text message when the driver is ready to deliver the package.
Your package is now on its way too.
Yeah.
You know, from wherever, and should be arriving. And in 2 days, we should be able to deliver it. Out for delivery.
Yeah, and you can timestamp that shit if you want it to a certain fucking time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Be like, look, I take my lunch at noon. I need that package to show up then, please.
Yep.
My choice, folks. My choice, UPS. My choice. Do it.
Yeah, I have an account. I have a lot of shipping account shit.
Yeah, you gotta have them. Gotta have them.
Yeah, well, I used to ship so much shit, too. You know, so it was, I had no choice.
Right.
FedEx account, and my UPS account, and all that other shit. I think I got a DHL out there somewhere, too, if they even still exist.
They do.
I know.
I did all of the lock work on their trucks and vans and shit out here at the airport here in town.
Oh, it kiss my ass. I want to watch your video.
Yeah, I have to say that was fun. Making keys to semi trucks.
Oh boy.
Oh man, that's a ton of fun, man. Because you're like all over this damn truck, pulling shit in and out of the truck, getting doors and shit off of it. Like, in order to get all the cuts, you got to pull, like, all kinds of stuff, like, all different areas of these trucks sometimes in order to get the keys.
Well, okay.
It's like part of the wafers are here, part of them are there, part of them are there. None of them overlap. Well, maybe this one and that one do, but not close enough. And it doesn't give you the other digits you need.
Yeah.
Because the ignition takes all of it.
Right. Right. And that's a totally different key, too, right?
Not all the time.
No?
Not all the time. Some of the newer trucks are single key.
I did not know that.
It's funny. They're switch locks in a lot of times.
Right.
So the ones that are just little cam rotators on the doors panels, like for the emergency cargo panel and all that shit, you know, like all of your stuff, and the door and the ignition can all end up using the same key, because they'll use that same switch style lock. And
okay.
And they're stacked in different. Like they're stacked in, the ignition one will be like really long and contain most of the cuts, where the door will only have like the first 3, and maybe another one will have like the last 4. And then there's like 2 in the middle that only the ignition has. Goes like that sometimes with some of those.
I don't know anything about it at all. I think I've been in a truck once, 18-wheeler.
Oh, man.
Once.
First 5 years of my life was spent in one. I was born here in Greensboro, and my mom was a long-haul truck driver. As soon as I was able to come home, we were on the road.
I've only been in one like once or twice, I believe.
Nope. First 5 years of my life was spent in one.
Wow. America's wealthiest celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, George Lucas, number 1.
You TMZ hopping over there.
No, this is from Forbes.
No, Forbes has some great gaming articles. That's been nutty as hell. I got
Yes,
2 minutes with Radio Land, though, so let's go ahead and tell those people over there at Good Talk Radio. Thank y'all very much for having us again. As always,
Yep. Spunk Lube,
Spunk
Rob's
Lube,
Ranger, Poopy Bags.
Ranger Rob's Poopy Bags.
Can't forget about them. I did, so I just mentioned it to make sure I didn't.
And we will catch
Yeah.
up with you guys next week, next Tuesday, next Wednesday, next Thursday.
Ouch. Painful. I have the wrong intro. Painful.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, head, yeah, that was... Let's just say there was stuff in that I never want to hear again. George Lucas worth $5.4 billion.
There you go. And this is why you just are like, I don't need Star Wars anymore.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg, $3.7 billion.
Who needs E.T.?
Oprah Winfrey, $2.6 billion. How that fucking bitch made that much money is beyond me.
Because she ran television for how long? Oh, wait, she still runs television. Except now she's not on it.
No, she got her own channel. Oxygen. Michael Jordan, $1.7 billion. He shot up $400 million net worth increase derived from his sneaker fortune and a 90% stake in the increasingly valuable Charlotte Hornets.
Yep. Got us our fucking team back.
His stake in basketball team is valued at an estimated $800 million. So that's $1 billion team then.
Greatest thing that ever happened back for North Carolina, to get Michael Jordan back here and to get the Charlotte Hornets back, because we hated losing them to New Orleans and them going and being the New Orleans Hornets for all those years. Fuck you, Master P, even though everything else I like about you, but fuck you for taking my basketball team.
Yeah.
But then turning around and Jordan engineering that deal in order to get that name back.
True. Kylie Jenner, $900 million.
Yeah, man.
Puts her on track to be the youngest self-made billionaire ever. She's 21.
Yeah, even with the flack that she's caught over the Pepsi ad and everything else, I mean, she's just nailed all of her. She took all of the stuff that kind of Kim put out there. If you look at Kim and like Paris Hilton,
Yeah.
those would be the people that she had to look up to when she was real young.
Yeah, all the socialites.
And if you think about it, Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian was her intern.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, legit. Like, was her intern and chauffeur, drove her around. Like, was her personal assistant.
Yeah. Showed her how
before
to build
Kim
an
made her
empire.
shit.
Showed her how to build an empire. Kylie Jenner, man. Kylie Cosmetics.
Yeah.
It's $130 million of makeup sold in 2 years.
Yeah, man. She's exploited the market the best way that she possibly could, and
She's exploited it through social media. She's brilliant.
yeah,
168 million followers,
yeah, man.
give or take, plus more, I'm sure. She owns 100% of the Bare Bones cosmetic business, period. It's fucking brilliant.
That's what everybody around her told her to do, though. They were like, if you're going to do it, own it at the top. In every aspect of it. It's the company my mom was working for before she retired was a company that was working in that direction. Shamrock Innisbrook Wraps Corporation, they're a wrapping paper company. They also do fundraisers for schools. You'll see them a lot with like the wrapping paper and candy and shit like that. You see those holiday packages that come around when your kids are selling shit.
Yeah.
It was like they went from just making the wrapping paper, like printing the wrapping paper, to now they own the company that makes their ink. They own the company that makes their paper. They own the company that makes their chocolate. When you go to that level, that's the only way you can make more of yourself.
Right.
Is to make every aspect of your product.
Yeah, that's true. That's
your company's
totally
going to hit
true.
a plateau, and then all you do is start cutting overhead, and that means more and more in-house.
Yeah. Check out the rest of these names on this top 10 list. I gave you Lucas, Spielberg, Winfrey, Jordan. 5th place, Kylie Jenner, tied with Jay-Z. David Copperfield at 7.
Wow, how is he? But like, what?
$875 million.
He stole it.
You're right.
He stole it. He made somebody believe he's worth that much money. Like what?
8th place, Sean Diddy Combs. $825 million. Tied for 9th, which rounds out your top 10. Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
James Patterson. $800 million.
Not bad for James Patterson.
Yeah, not bad for Tiger either, since he hasn't won fucking shit in the longest time.
Played pretty good this season, though.
Yeah,
that was one of the best mobs coming down the course I've ever seen, ever in golf. Even when at the peak of Tiger, there was nothing like him coming down the fairway this season to 18. With that crowd with him, it was just like, oh shit, boys, is Tiger actually back? What the?
Right. But yeah, you're right, man, about Forbes.com. And they got some really good writers in various sections. I read a lot of articles there, and it's not just video, a lot of articles.
Yeah, there's a lot of articles that come through Forbes that you're just like, you see them tagged to Forbes, and you're just like, wow, this is not where I would have come looking for this.
Yeah, look, I've written a few articles here and there, and I know for a fact that I've credited them back for articles I read, information I gathered, or knowledge gained.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be one of those places you'd originally go to, but it kind of makes sense though when you look at it. What do they always say? If you want to find out how it's working, follow the money.
Follow the money.
And nobody follows the money better than Forbes, so.
Yeah. True that. I think the website got some good writers there, good content. Not to say that, Ironic Media doesn't have good content too, but I can branch out to other sites. I can get my information from a various multitude of places.
Yeah.
I read some stupid shit.
Well, you got to every now and again. There are reporters that are in places where there's just sometimes nothing but some stupid shit that comes across the plate, and that's what they have to give you. They're just like, I'm sorry.
NewYorkPost.com.
This is what we got.
Yeah. The NewYorkPost.com. Some of the stupidest shit you'll read there. And then on other times they have decent stuff too, but couple accused of waterboarding 9-year-old. Utah. This world, I swear to God, these half-ass backwards fucking state. Utah father and stepmom. Felony charges after allegedly using waterboarding to torture. I love these words. This is the New York Post for you. Torture their 9-year-old daughter.
Waterboarding.
Waterboarding. Yes, I said that. He abused a little girl at their Provo home on 3 different occasions. So not only are we torturing them, but we're abusing them now too. She went to the emergency room last month and had marks on her wrist. The police were notified because the hospital's got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Detectives visited the family's home to interview the girl who told police the couple punished her in a bathtub by running water over her face while her hands were tied behind her back. You're right. That is torture.
That is waterboarding straight up. Did they put a wash rag over her face too?
I
mean, you got to do it right because they got to be able to not cough and spit the water out of their mouth.
A 9-year-old stated that she cannot breathe and it hurt when this happened. Daughter claimed the stepmom also punched her in the face and made her nose bleed. Both the
I'm not laughing at violence against children. I'm just laughing at the insanity that this world has come to. That this is the shit that happens.
Yeah, the father and stepmother were booked at a Utah County jail. I wonder if Gully has anything to do with this. On 1 count of child abuse. I'm going to send him this fucking article.
And be like, please tell me you know more.
Yeah. Well, I always send him articles.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I always. Any kind of stupid shit, anything I come across that I think is interesting or something that I don't think we could use for the show because it won't be of timely fashion anymore.
Yep.
You know, I pass it over to him. And this is got anything to do with this? But this is fucked up, man. You're right. This is torture and gee, how do you? What the fuck? People are crazy. I love it. Absolutely love it. Fucking crazy.
It's just like, wow. That's like you really ain't got much else with it except for just like, wow, really? That's where you are in the world, huh?
Yeah.
Like you got a 9-year-old kid that has made you so mad that you want to
fucking
essentially waterboard them?
I mean, what kind of shit is that? There it is. That's some crazy fucking shit. That's all I have to say. People are crazy.
I mean, look, I know tough love, and some of these kids are some of these children out here are making a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like I'll whip your ass with a belt, guaranteed. Even though I know that they say that's not supposed to be done. Fuck that. It teaches lessons sometimes. Now, brutalizing somebody with a belt is one thing. Popping somebody on the ass, getting their attention is something else.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. It's just some fucked up shit going on in this world, bro. Sometimes I just can't get past the idea of that people are this fucking crazy.
It's brutal out there, man. We see it all the time now and more as every day goes by, though. That's just the dumb shit. It's like, all right. You know, there used to be like a running joke like and I'd say just a couple years back with me and Q, and we've been together 6 years. So, no, we've been together seven years. But, go back in our relationship and I'd pull up videos on the phone or an article on the phone, and we talk about some like just dumb shit that happened around here, and then turn back around and go, but meanwhile in China or Japan, you know, because they got all those goofy fucking shows on all the time, and there's always some dumb shit that's come out like, this is what they're doing over here now. This is the new thing that's popped off. It's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
It's like Comedy Central living it. I'm like,
yeah.
Holy shit. So that used to be the running joke, and I bet now they're doing the same thing. Now they're going, meanwhile, in the United States.
Yeah, some guy tried to pay for his fast food with weed.
Yeah, some guy tried to pay for his fast food with weed. Another couple tried to waterboard their kid.
Right. And another guy is in jail having to watch Bambi over and over again
Yeah, yeah. This
because
is
of some stupid shit.
he went hunting.
Yeah. Yeah. Despite the fact that it's like 300 something deer, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was like 300. I
So
did
what were
now
they
that you
doing? Just
now
lopping
that we
off antlers
circled
and
back to
moving?
that. What's that?
What were they doing? Just lopping antlers and moving on?
Yeah, taking the heads.
Oh, whole heads.
Heads, trophy pieces.
Man, that's messed up, man, because there's a lot of good meat out there.
Yeah. Yeah, 300 carcasses worth.
Yeah.
Or more. And plus the illegal fishing and all that shit. But yeah, what the fuck?
Man, oh, man.
Making a murder detective
Uh.
sues Netflix for allegedly framing Stephen Avery.
Oh, yeah.
Netflix just hired a bigwig, too.
Yeah.
Stole another one from Disney.
Uh-huh.
Well, the acquisition of Fox Entertainment Group that Disney bought definitely makes talent out there available.
Oh, yeah, freed up some space.
Yeah, yeah. It makes, people going to make moves and shit like that. What did she do? She's responsible for, like, how to make a murder and shit like that. Anyway, she's head of the original content division. Former head of ABC Disney.
Yeah, which is spurring on right now.
Yeah. So that's a new one there. But yeah, this other, I got to read, I didn't get to read this whole article yet on this framing lawsuit.
It's funny now where there was a time where you can go, oh man, I feel like I've watched everything in this queue, where you can't say that about fucking Netflix now.
Yeah. I still have stuff in my queue that isn't on Netflix anymore in hopes one day it comes back, so I just know it's there.
Yeah. It's always a good thing. The My List.
Yeah, that's how, old school. I don't even know if you can still do that.
Yeah, I can still add to my list.
I mean, but adds content, and then when it goes away, it doesn't disappear from your list.
Oh, yeah.
It stays there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well,
yeah.
you'd figure that in patches would have rolled out your old content if that was the case.
Hasn't done it yet. Maybe I got food. This might be great.
Tacos. All right, we'll call it a night then, man.
Yeah, let's call it a night, and I'll catch you later.
All right, everybody out there in Facebook, Twitters, Twitches, Mixers, YouTubes, Periscopes. We'll catch up with y'all next week.
Yep. I'm not even going to run an outro. We out.
Yeah.
Late.